Hello everyone, this is Vishwas and welcome to our YouTube channel Frontend Devs. This is third video of our JavaScript interview series, and as a part of today's video and few upcoming videos, we will understand important JavaScript methods. We will understand each method with its example, as well as we will understand polyfill for the same. So today we will discuss the forEach method for array. Basically, forEach is a built-in array method in JavaScript. It is used to iterate over each element of the array, and it will take callback function. That callback function will perform some operation on each of the array elements. And one important thing, it does not return new array. It simply execute the provided function on each array element. If you want to modify the current array, we need to explicitly do that. But unlike map function, it never returns us the new array. Now let's understand that with the help of practical implementation. And for that, let me create a very simple array of numbers. I can go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will iterate each element by using for each method. Things are simple. We need to use the array, then we have a for each method, and inside we need to pass the callback function. We can directly pass the callback function here, or we can create a separate function and just use it here. So for simplicity, let me go with complete new function, and I will use function name as a display. It will be a function and which will just print array elements. We need to use this display function in the for each, and it will act as a callback function. And when we pass this as a callback function, it will internally pass three different parameters. The first parameter will be the element, the second parameter will be the current index, and the third parameter will be our array. And we simply print those things here. Let me use the console.log, and we will print element first, then we will print the index, and finally we will print our array. Let's save the changes, and you will see the result here. Here we need to use the comma, but that is also fine. And now if you look at here, first it will print all the elements, then we have indexes, and then it will print the current array. And this is what for each is. It will iterate over each element of the array, and it will take callback function. This callback function internally takes the three parameter. The first one is element, second one is index, and the third one is array. And now we can do any operation on this array, right? Let me create one more function. It could be a double, and it will double each and every element from our array. Again, we will take three things here. It will be the element, then we will take the index, and then it will take our array. And to double the element, we just need to use the array, then we need to provide the index, and we will do element into 2. Yeah, let's save the changes, and instead of display, we will use double now. Display function is not needed anymore, and what we will simply do, we will do the console.log here, right? We need to print the array again. Let's save the changes, and now we will see our array is doubled. That means for each method will work on each element of the array. Internally, it will execute the callback function, and whatever code we have in that function, based on that, our array gets updated. Same way, like we can work with a triple, or we can use the array as a string here. We can convert it into the uppercase, lowercase, and all these things we can do with the help of for each loop. Hope you are clear with for each loop. And now we will understand polyfill for the same. Polyfill means most of the time interviewer asks you to write your own for each method. And that is basically polyfill, right? We need to write our own method. And when writing own method, we need to take care of multiple things. First and most important thing, the prototype of the method that we are working on. In our case, we have a prototype of array for each method. Then we need to decide the input. In our case, input is the callback function. Then we don't have any output here. Output will be a null or empty. And fourth thing, it is iterating over each element. Things are simple. We have a array. Then we need to get its prototype. And then we have a for each method. In my case, I will go with my for each. My for each is a function which will take callback function as an argument that we are passing here. And then we need to add our internal logic. Second thing, we need to iterate each and every element. And for that, we can go with simple for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than array.length, right? When we are using my for each method on any of the array element, then we get this array in form of this here. So this dot length will give me the length of my array, and then we need to use the I++ here. And inside this, we need to execute our callback, the callback that we passed from here. And to this callback, we need to pass three things, right? The first one is element, the second one is index, and the third one is array. Here, the element will be this of I, right? Then index will be I, and my array will be this. And I think we are good here. We just need to copy this method and use it here. Instead of for each, we will use my for each now. And it is giving us some error. And I think it is due to we need to use this method on top. Top means before using it. Let's save the changes and hopefully we will get same result now. First, we need to understand the prototype. In our case, prototype will be array. Then we need to understand the input. Input will be the callback function. We don't have any output here. And this for each method iterate over each element of the array. So for that, we are using the for loop. And inside that, we are just calling the callback function. And this callback function, as per the design, it will take three parameters or the three arguments. The first one will be element, the second one will be the index, and the third one will be array. Hope you are clear with for each method and its polyfill. I think that's all for this video. As a part of next video, we will understand the next important method, and that is map. Thank you for watching and see you in next one. Till now, thank you. Bye.